Hey, this is Mark, and this video is kind of funny. I have this awesome graphic here of a fire department. My wife will get a kick out of that when she sees it. Uh, but I just wanted to tell you a quick story about what happened to me today. Uh, Not marketing related. Just sit back for your pure entertainment value. So every Wednesday I try to get on a hangout, Google Hangout, and talk marketing and try to promote the Empower Network. And usually because I'm on West Coast time, I'm on the Pacific Coast. Every time that I do the hangouts is always right around dinner time. So we decide that we're gonna have some chicken because the grocery store is having a great deal on chicken. So what do? We bought like 3 full chickens, right? So they're already cut up. We throw them on the barbecue. I'm doing my hangout about 20 minutes into my hangout. Out of the corner of my eye, I hear my wife go. I see my wife standing at the window, and I hear her say, "There's a fire." So of course, my personality that I am, I just kind of say, "Okay, so put it out." What are you waiting for? Put it out. That was my first instinct, and then of course, I mute and I shut off the video, so nobody knows what's going on the hangout. I just get up and leave. So in the midst of their hangout, they're sitting there talking and continuing on the conversation. I'm over here in the background, running back and forth with my head cut off, not knowing what to do because in the back of my head, I'm thinking, we don't have a fire extinguisher. What the hell is going on? I run back and forth, and in the small amount of time that I run from the kitchen back to the outside, I see that the fire's getting bigger. So the fire's getting bigger. At that point, I have enough sense to dial 911 as I'm running out the door to go get my neighbors and tell them to get the hell out. And as I reach my first neighbor, luckily they had a fire extinguisher. So I'm like ringing the doorbell. You got to get out of the house. There's a fire. Do you have a fire extinguisher? He said, yeah, I did. So we pulled the fire extinguisher out. We ran upstairs, throw open the lid of the barbecue, and we spray down the fire. So the fire goes out, but I'm still on the line with 911, and I'm telling them, okay, the fire's out. Don't worry about sending anybody. Well, the fire must have gotten so big that somebody had called in a structure fire, which immediately they'll send the fire department, full gear, everything to the location. And it's a close proximity area, so there's lots of buildings and trees and whatnot. I'm over here in the Pacific Northwest, so there's a lot of trees as well. So the fires are a big freaking deal. And so they get here, full firefighter regalia. You're talking like yellow suits, fire oxygen tanks on their back, helmets. Like, I swear they would have pulled out axes and the hoses had the fire been any bigger. But luckily for them, as they came up, I was like, all right, the fire's actually out. So don't worry about being all stressed out about that. So 5 guys come in to stare at a barbecue. Yeah, it's out. They're like, okay, one of them jokes, I think you still saved the chicken. And you can check out the piece of chicken on my Facebook wall, see how awesomely burned it was. So that's just a hilarious story. So what do? The true marketer, get back on the hangout, unmute, take the video off, and then I start telling everybody the story. It's just kind of funny. So catch that hangout that was on September 4th, and you'll see me telling the story there too. But it's just kind of funny. So it's great that I got these little fire station graphics here. It's pretty funny. Anyways, share, like, and comment. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I see you on the next video.